During the 2024 total solar eclipse, I captured something I haven't been able to identify. See if you can see it.
Coming out! Oh, baby, see! Wow, look at that. Oh, I'm smoking.
Did you see it? Let's back it up and play it again. Focus on this band of the sky right here. What is this?
Oh, I'm smoking.
And what is this?
Keep going, keep taking, keep taking. God, keep taking, keep taking, keep taking.
We're gonna talk about this later. This video is about something I love, and so I don't feel any pressure to make a video that'll perform for the algorithm. I'm just gonna tell you a story about a thing that happened to me, and it's something I love. So by now, we're about a month after the total solar eclipse here in America. And a lot of people are uploading their videos, and people have been asking me, hey, what did you do for the eclipse? And I haven't been able to tell anybody what I did because it has taken, until now, it's 10 p.m., about a month later, I just now figured out if I succeeded or failed with the thing I tried to do. And it's really fun, and I want to tell you what I did. Okay, so let me take you back. A long time ago, a guy named Dr. Gordon Telepin told me I would love total solar eclipses, and I kind of didn't believe him.
This is going away from you and to the side. It's unbelievable. I saw him in 2002.
But I took his word on it, and I totally fell in love with it. In fact, in 2017, I did the math with a friend named Trevor, and we decided to go to Wyoming to try to capture the International Space Station transiting the total solar eclipse. But at that point, the most technical shot I had ever done with photography, and we got it.
2, 1, transit.
Oh, it happened! I saw it! I totally saw it!
Tara and I fell in love with total solar eclipses so much that 2 years later in 2019, we went to Argentina and we filmed that solar eclipse. And we just got to experience it in the middle of the desert overlooking the Andes Mountains. My favorite shot of that eclipse in 2019 was this composite of a bunch of different digital photos that I took. I strung them all together and laid them over the same image, and you can see the solar eclipse setting over the Andes Mountains. I love that shot. It's a composite. It's got multiple images in the same image, and I did that with Photoshop. We love that photo. So when we realized there was going to be a total solar eclipse in 2024, Tara had the idea, we've got to watch an eclipse with Dr. Telepin. He's the one that gave us this love of this thing. It would be amazing to see him see a total solar eclipse. So we decided to meet him and his wife for lunch. And then Dr. Telepin said something that seemed so impossible to me, but it combined all the different technical things that I love.
So color positive film.
Yeah, just regular Ektachrome, whatever they used to call it back then. You want about 6 before. You don't want too many. Then we'll take a Corona shot and we'll do about 6 after on the same piece of slide film, like they used to do a long time ago. Man, it would be really cool.
So to be clear, this is what Dr. Telepin was asking me to do. He said, you could do what you did on the Andes shot where you stitched it all together with a digital camera in Photoshop, but what if you did it on one piece of film? Like, film is unforgiving. You get one shot at it and then you have to develop it, and whatever happens, happens. So he was proposing that I put film in the camera and then I aim at the eclipse and then I put my filter on in the partial phases. I take a photo like that, and then I do that every 10 minutes or so, and then I take the filter off, I get totality, and then I put that back on, right? The problem is most cameras will advance the film. Like when you take a photo, it's rolling the film to the next shot. So you have to get a special camera that won't roll the film, and we're gonna get all of that light exposure on one piece of film, which means we get one chance to focus, one chance to take 20-something shots, and then one chance to develop it. So the risk is incredibly high, but you could get a really, really cool photo. Probably the most technically difficult photo I've ever taken in my entire life. So that was the challenge. So I started trying to find cameras that you could, take this photo and not advance the film, and I couldn't find one. I could not figure out a way to take a photo without moving the film and then taking a photo again, because every time you reset the shutter, it would try to advance. So what I needed was a camera with multi-shot mode, and I had no idea where to find it. So as it got closer and closer to the eclipse time, I realized I wasn't going to be able to figure this out. So I called my friends at the camera store in Finland, Juho and Nico. These are my buddies. I sent them this long email, and they said, you know what? You go to sleep, because we're in Finland. We're going to still be awake. We will figure something out, and then we will email you something tomorrow. And when they did, I opened my email, and they had a video of Nico explaining everything that I needed to do.
I put together what I think should work for your needs. Mamiya RZ67 Pro.
Nico explained how everything worked. So about a week out from the eclipse, I set up the solar tracker for the video camera and the still camera that my son was going to run, and Dr. Telepen and I started trying to figure out the RZ67.
All right, 7 minutes.
That's it.
Wow.
That's fun, isn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really fun.
One of the things I love about Dr. Telepen is he genuinely loves things, and he's unapologetic about it. He loves eclipses, and he wants you to love eclipses. And so the night before the eclipse, when we arrived in Jackson, Missouri, it was just very clear that he wanted everyone to have a great experience.
So Dr. Telepen has my two youngest. He's teaching them, first of all, he's teaching them how to graph things. And they're going to be graphing the temperature during the eclipse, and it is adorable.
This is where the eclipse is going to start.
Another cool thing about this is I got to take my family. My brother came, my mother-in-law, my dad. We played some Mario Kart the night before. It was just good family time.
You're gonna try to beat Pawpaw, Omi, and Mommy.
So the morning of the eclipse, Dr. Telepen started setting up his stations just like the educational video that we made before the eclipse. He brought it all and he set it up, and kids started walking up and he started explaining it. He was in teacher mode the whole time. He loved people. He wanted to share everything. His son and my son started working together. His son started teaching my son how to take these photos. And so my son started taking photos with a tracker mount, and I just got to focus on the film. Dr. Telepen asked my daughter to run this specific experiment and show people that they could see the eclipse indirectly. She did a great job with that, and I'm very proud of her. So we had a line of cameras and tripods. We're all looking at the sun, and we're using Dr. Telepen's solar eclipse timer, and we're getting ready for C1, first contact when the moon touches the sun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's first contact.
A couple of minutes later, it was time for the first photo of our sequence.
30 seconds.
This was the moment of truth. Once I set this camera in position, you can't move it. So I locked everything down as hard as I could, and I was quite scared that I was gonna bump it. But once you commit to this first photo, you can't move anything.
3, 2, 1, 0. All right, now we got 8 minutes.
One of the things I messed up in Argentina in 2019 is I just randomly took photos, and so my photos are not spaced out correctly. Dr. Telepen did the math with his app to tell me exactly when to take photos. So every so often, we were very strict about taking that photo down to the second if we could, so that we get the spacing on the photo just right. And one thing that was funny is you had all this fancy electronic equipment, people tracker mounts, all this stuff, computerized, whatever you have you. And I'm out there with this big box film camera, ka-chunk.
3, 2, 1, take.
As the crescent of the sun got smaller and smaller, the sharp and fuzzy shadows experiment started to show up. The light got really eerie and kind of icky feeling.
It feels so gross. Doesn't this feel gross? Like the light feel kind of pukey to you guys?
Yeah.
I took some 3D wigglegrams with this Nishika film camera. It takes 4 images at once, and if you put them together, you can get a 3D effect on film, which is awesome. As we got close to totality, Dr. Telepen's childlike joy started to come out. And before I knew it, I heard the call out for shadow bands, which means we're almost at totality.
Oh, shadow bands, look at that.
Are they happening?
Yeah.
Oh, they're happening.
30 seconds, hands on filters.
I saw shadow bands with my eyes, but I couldn't get them on camera. They were too faint. But the most important thing is I got to see Dr. Telepen see shadow bands. And then totality happened, and it was awesome.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow, look at Venus.
Dude.
Oh, diamond ring. Oh!
When do we shoot the shot?
Let's wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Oh, look at Venus.
That's so good.
Look at Jupiter.
Did you get the shots, brother?
I got a lot of
Just
them.
shoot of them. I gotta go kiss my wife.
The beautiful thing about totality being 4.5 minutes is I had plenty of time to take photos, and I got to go give my wife a kiss. I like to kiss Tara during totality. It's a thing I love to do. I got to go say something to all the kids, and I got to go try to get the shot. And it felt really strange at the moment taking that exposure, knowing that there were 10 shots ahead of it, and I'm just hoping that I got the exposure right on the shutter speed. Because with totality, you kind of have to guess.
All right, here we go. Wow. I'm gonna do 60. I got it.
And before I knew it, people were talking about the sun coming back.
Coming out. Oh, baby. Diamond days. And it goes back fast. God, even 4 minutes and 9 seconds is too fast.
It is, isn't it?
I can't wait for Egypt.
After that, you just walk around and talk to people, and then we're waiting for that next call out, because remember, we've got more photos to take in order to get this sequence shot.
Okay, so we have done like 11 exposures on this one piece of film. What's about to happen is my daughter is going to take the last picture, right?
30 seconds.
And this is the last photo, correct?
Last one.
Okay. All right, hit it. Great job. Okay, the dark slide is in, and the photo should be in this. And it's gonna take weeks to figure it out.
On the way back from Missouri, my dad drove, and it started raining like crazy, which made me even more grateful that we got to see this. I started looking at all the photos and videos, and I looked at my son's photos, and he got some amazing shots, and I'm super happy that he's gonna have shots from this eclipse that he took. I think that's really neat. If you remember, he was running a tracker mount. He was taking photos, but this camera over here was shooting 4K video. When I started looking at this footage, I wanted to see C2 and C3, Bailey's beads, around the edges of the mountains of the moon, right? So I started looking at it, and then I realized there is something flying across the sky, like right at C3, and it could be a bug, it could be a plane, or it could be a satellite. 5 seconds after the sun comes back, look at the right side of the screen just as the lady yells.
Oh, baby, diamond days.
Did you see it? I'll rewind it and we can watch it again. Look at the right side of the screen. This time I'll put an arrow up so you can see it. What's even more interesting is another one happens immediately after this, except this one's on the solar disk. So how do we figure out if this is a satellite? Now, the cool thing is, once the sun started coming out, that's when you started to see the bugs. During totality, I couldn't see bugs flying around, and I'm assuming that's their backlit wings and stuff like that. It's a very difficult problem, so I went to the smartest satellite person I know. I follow him online. His name is Jonathan McDowell. He runs planet4589.org, which is a delightful old school website that's just pure satellite information. Jonathan is awesome, and he knows what he's talking about. I started by showing him the video and asking for his gut reaction.
Real time?
It's real time, yes.
Okay, I think that's a bug.
Okay, tell me why.
I think it's gone too fast.
Okay.
I mean, it's not impossible. I guess I wasn't thinking about how zoomed in that image is.
Then I asked how Jonathan would do the math to figure out if it was traveling at orbital velocities.
We can figure out, right, the angular velocity of this little thing as it crosses your field of view, because we know how big the sun is. The sun is about half a degree across, and it took about half a second. Let's suppose that this is a few hundred kilometers away. Let's say 500 kilometers away. Let's see if I divide 500 by 60. That's about 8 kilometers a second.
Okay.
And it's not very different from the 7.8 kilometers a second of a low orbiting satellite. And so that is not inconsistent with the speed of a satellite going overhead. So the fact that we can't rule out that it was a satellite doesn't mean it was for sure a satellite, but it's intriguing.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. And so it's possible that it was.
So if this was a bug, it would be just above my camera fluttering around, right? But if it's a satellite, it'll be way up in the sky. So one way to test to see if it was a satellite or something at least at satellite altitudes is to see if anybody in my area of operation there saw the same thing. And there just happened to be a YouTuber set up at my same location. I met him earlier that day, and you might recognize this guy. So this is Jeff Gerling. Jeff Gerling has a YouTube channel. And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Jeff Gerling.
Yeah, it is. My son and I set the camera up here to the north, and Jeff's camera was down here to the south. We were about 130 meters apart. Just after C3, I saw something fly by the sun. The question is it a bug or a satellite? That's the question.
I saw it in your video, and it does look like a satellite going like that.
So we looked at Jeff's raw footage, and there were a lot more bugs flying around. Also, it was difficult to synchronize his footage to mine in time because at one point he cut his camera off to take photos. Is it okay if I use this to try to figure this out?
Oh, definitely.
If people want to check out your YouTube channel, where do they go?
Jeff Gerling.
There you go. Geerling, correct?
Yeah, you got it. You didn't spell it girling like a lot of people do.
There you go. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate it. And I will go compare these videos and see what I can come up with. There were three main differences in the camera footage, and I corrected it all in Adobe Premiere. Jeff's camera was more sensitive than mine. His was filmed at a different angle than mine, so I indexed off of Bailey's beads to make sure they were at the same rotation. And then I was more zoomed in, so I adjusted the scale. And once I got everything lined up, this is what you see. Okay. I think I've got it to where it's about as clear as it can be. So here's Jeff's footage right here on the left, and I can turn it on and off like that. And you can see I've indexed the sun on the prominences right there on that spot and that spot. So I can turn it on and off like that. So if I make this big, okay. So you got Jeff's footage on the left, you have mine on the right. That's the object as it enters Jeff's field of view. This is the object as it enters mine. If I step through, look at that. It's there. Look at that. It's in both of our views. We're about 100 yards away, so if the solar disk is about half a degree, it looks like ours is 1/10 of a degree offset, the object in his versus my frame. That can't be a bug, right? If we're 100 yards apart, it can't be a bug in both of our lenses unless the bug's like at 100,000 feet. No, more than that. And so this, you can work all the geometry, like this is workable.
Oh, baby, wow, look at that. Oh, I'm smoking. Keep going, keep taking, keep taking. God, keep taking.
We're gonna call this a W. That's gotta be a satellite or something like it. In fact, I had another camera set up, and if you go to the right frames, you can see the object is there as well. Even though this is a really wide angle, you can still see something zip by in a couple of different places. So I'm gonna call this a win. We're gonna call that a satellite. My next question was what satellite? I thought I had narrowed it down to Starlink satellite 30323, but when I submitted the NORAD catalog ID number 57634 to celesttrack.org and got the orbital data, sometimes called a 2-line element or a 3-line element. I then gave that to a smart friend of mine with the ability to simulate all this stuff, and it doesn't seem like Starlink 30323 was close enough at that exact moment. So here's the question. If it was a satellite, and I think it was, what satellite was it? I think you have all the information you need. You know where I was pointing, 5.5 seconds after C3, so you know when it was. What satellite do you think this was? I know someone on the internet is smart enough to do this. Space Force, I'm just gonna say it. You should use this as a challenge for your young guardians learning orbital mechanics, and then give them permission to tell us what they learned. I'm super curious about this, and I'm excited to see where the answer comes from. All right, now it's time to check up on that piece of film we shot to see what's in there. Okay, I'm driving to Indy Film Lab right now, and I am terrified. Somebody could have bumped the tripod. I could have got the shutter speed wrong. There's no way that we nailed this shot, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell myself I'm excited to have tried it because it was fun. All right, we're at Indy Film Lab. Garrett, Josh, moment of truth.
Let's see it. Let's check it out.
I don't think it's gonna work, dude.
That's the shot.
Oh,
right there.
dude! It's there!
Yeah,
I can see it! I can see it!
That's so cool.
Oh, man!
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
It's gonna work!
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, man! Okay.
That's so cool.
Watching Garrett and Josh put this slide film into the Noritsu scanner was legitimately terrifying because I knew we were about to figure out if it was in focus, like were the exposures the correct color, all the stuff, and we were about to figure this out.
Oh, that's so cool.
Dude,
That looks crazy.
that is so cool.
Sick, dude.
So is it scanning it now?
Yeah, it's scanning it now.
That is awesome.
Hey, you did it.
We did it. I really like Indie Film Lab, and I love the fact that they're doing stuff here in Montgomery, Alabama. If you shoot film and want it developed, send it to indiefilmlab.com. These folks are awesome. Josh even took the print, cropped it for me, and made a printout because we know that there's one person in this world whose mind will be blown by this image, and we've got to go show it to him.
Is that it?
Which one?
That one?
Look at it.
Are you kidding me? How come it's... That's unbelievable. Is that it?
That's it.
That's the one we did?
That's it.
Nobody has done that for years.
Look at it. Look really, can you see really close?
Well, you know, my eyesight is terrible. I need to get a magnifying glass. Hold on.
Okay, go for it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I know, right?
This is the best one film sequence that I've ever seen.
Yeah?
I'm serious. The other ones I've seen, and I can't find them again, they only took like maybe 4 partials on each side, and they had them spread out a lot. And
Yeah.
so, you know, doing 10 in a row and nailing it is unbelievable.
I didn't think we would get it, man. I'm going to level with you. I did not think we were going to
Oh
get it.
no, I knew we could do it. This is the way they used to do it.
So check this out. Open that up. Yeah, right?
I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know the last time that was done.
I know, right?
It's got to be 30 years ago.
It's pretty fun, right?
Wow.
I didn't think we'd do that good.
You already printed it. You wild man. You've been keeping me in suspense.
I did it today. The Indie Film Lab did it for us. Josh at Indie Film Lab printed it.
Wow.
I've always thought that interested people are interesting. I heard that somewhere, and I totally believe it to be true. And Dr. Telepin is not only a good friend, but he's an interesting character in this whole total solar eclipse thing for my life. And so it was a blast to be able to watch this with him and my family. It was great. And I hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. Also, I'm just grateful that you're here. If you want to consider subscribing to Smarter Every Day, that'd be awesome. If not, no big deal. I'm just glad that you're here. That's it. I'm Destin. You're getting smarter every day. Have a good one. Bye. If you support Smarter Every Day at Patreon, first of all, you're awesome. Thank you. Secondly, be on the lookout for a post about this image. It took me a while to get the lighting set up here because it's so glossy. But yeah, I want to share this with you. You helped make it happen, and I'm grateful. So patreon.com/smartereveryday. I want to show you guys the picture.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Like you guys took this as well. So
Okay.
It's a group effort.
thank you very much for this. I'm grateful.